thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. Let's see some of the numbers here for Demar Derozan.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Williams. Then there's John Morant. And it's Bane in at the 2-guard spot. And for Chicago, we've got DeRozan. Levine is out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Green, and it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate.
Now here's Levine. He's a guy.
This is what we've come to expect from Zach Levine. Poetry in air.
Morant with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. And finished off by Morant.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's DeRozan over Williams. And too long on the shot.
And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do and not enough credit for what he does.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Chicago ball.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. And DeRozan's talked about using negative press to his advantage.
You know, he said you have to be able to take criticism if you want to be great. Use the negative energy to become something more than you thought you could be.
Here's Vucevic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the instincts on the glass. Love how Vucevic tracks these misses down and then able to convert.
Here's Morant. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Morant and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Hard to overstate Morant's shooting ability. It just comes natural to him.
Levine passes to Dosunmu. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. Tries from 10. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Morant. Last time out he had 44 points. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Pass to Levine. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Brown outside. Here's McKinney. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Now Anderson lets the three fly. The shot that time not on target. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls out front. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaren Jackson. He talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Well, with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. Brown out there with White. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Jones. And it's McKinney in a power forward. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Alfonso McKinney. Demar Derozan comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Dosunmu in for Troy Brown. Now, here's DeRozan playing Sacramento. He was nearly unstoppable. And good that time. Dosunmu's got the lead up to 4 now for Chicago. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Bulls shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Ayo Dosunmu. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. Some changes for Chicago. Green comes in for Bradley. And Zach Levine subbed in for White. Baines checked in for the Grizzlies. So he gets them both. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but Demar Derozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes, different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story.
That's his second.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Ayo Dosunmu at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark comes in for Williams. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Morant outside. Clark sets a screen for Morant. Driving in, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Dosunmu, the pass to Levine. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Derozan with it. Now defended by Adams. 2 points. That one goes. Derozan's got his second bucket.
That's his bread and butter. Derozan has made a living with the mid-range jumper.
Morant surveying the D. Driving to the basket. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Brandon Clark. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
For Chicago, they have looked good at the line. They're
Chicago.
perfect in 4 attempts.
Zach Levine. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Levine.
No question, Zach Levine has one of the more creative scoring minds in the league. I mean, just check out the multiple dunk contests he's won.
And so Levine nails both of them.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
The pass to Jones. Clark inside. Banked in off the glass. Clark's got his first basket of the night.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good matchup here at the break.
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
All right, now moving on to highlight 2 of the standout performers so far in the first half.
A couple of players running wild at the point tonight, but both guys trying not to get too caught up in a head-to-head battle. As point guards, they still got teams to run. They cannot make it personal.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Williams. And it's Bane in at the 2 guard. Nobody near Williams. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Chicago leading. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
And it's Morant missing. The Bulls leading by 4. Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. Here's Levine with the drive. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Levine's got 8.
That's off contact, really good body control. You like to see Zach playing physical.
Here's Bane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
That was a good play call, attacking with the right guy in the right situation.
Now here's Vucevic. Here's Dosunmu. Count that bucket. Dosunmu's got the lead back up to 6 now for Chicago.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
So both teams making some changes here. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Grizzlies. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
We've got 1:18 left here in the third quarter. Anderson against Jones. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Konchar's checked in for Jaren Jackson.
John Konchar.
And White kicks to Brown. There's a minute left to play in the third. Six to shoot. Going inside. Another one falls for Chicago.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
White against Jones. This is it to Tillman. Back to Jones. Anderson, a screen on White. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Anderson can't get it to go. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. From 11 feet away, another one falls for Chicago.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Anderson. Jones looking for an opening.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bulls out front. They're up by 10. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
It's the fourth quarter.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Right, Levine on the wing. Vucevic is out there at Derozan. And it's Dosunmu in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's White. He's guarded by Melton. And it's White missing. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Pass to Morant. And there's the drive. And finished off by Morant.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
There's the pick. Here's White. And he uses the glass on the lane. White's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Morant with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. He gets it in there. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against White. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Morant.
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Derozan against Anderson, and the basket is good. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Morant passes to Melton. Morant outside. Payne for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
The Bulls making a switch here. Green's checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Adams is checked in for Anderson. And it's Williams in for DeAnthony Melton. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He told his guys, that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Here's Vucevic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
And that's the 7-foot difference for Vucevic. Tough defense, contact. It doesn't do enough to throw off his ability to make that shot.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Get up and get loud for the lovable.
Here's Morant. And Vucevic pulls it down. Now the Bulls with it. Dosunmu, the pass to Levine. He takes it in, and he gets it to go. And it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dosunmu, the pass to Levine. Buries it down low. And the Bulls lead by 9.
What body control from Zach Levine. Terrific at keeping his composure even while under pressure.
It's good from long range.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
John Morant. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Chicago, Kobe White. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The potential is there for Kobe White to be a scoring machine. I love the strides he's been making.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's loud. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovable. Checking in for the Grizzlies.
Here's Conchar. And the 3 off target. Now here's White. So the Bulls win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
We hope to see you
And a
again
chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Zach. Some big baskets for you down the stretch. What's it like when you have the ball in your hands in those moments?
Oh, it was great. I'm not scared to take or miss any shot, and I'll go down there swinging every time.
Well, you connected at the right times tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.